Welcome back to Tone Radio. It's 10:04. Moving to the second hour of the breakfast show this morning. Sam's here as well. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
I'm going to carry on with the sports news hours. The news that Ferrari protege Jules Bianchi has joined Force India as their reserve driver for the 2012 season. The Frenchman will take part in at least 9 Friday practice sessions.
Julian's Weekly Sport.
And will also take part in the pre-season testing, which is organised for next month. Vijay Mallya, who's the Force India boss, has commented on the signing that we always keep an eye on young, talented drivers, and his performance in GP2 certainly impressed us all. Ferrari confirmed that Bianchi would remain part of their driver academy. Obviously excited to join Sahara, as it is now, Sahara Force India, and the chance to get track time during race weekends is an important step up for me. Being regularly in the current car is the best way to learn quickly, and I hope it will put me in a strong position to one day move into a race seat. The next few months will be really exciting as I get to know the team, see how they work, and prepare for my time in the car. That was news that broke on Friday, to bring you up to date there. Kimi Raikkonen started his testing last week, and we've also got car releases. We've got a list of cars and drivers coming out. I think we've got the new McLaren coming out on the 1st of February. That's on Wednesday. We've got the new McLaren coming out, and we've also got possibly the new Red Bull as well on Wednesday. They're all coming out over the next week or so, week to 2 weeks. If I could find it, I would. There's a new release about tyres yesterday from tyre supplier Pirelli. They hope to produce even closer racing than last year, and with their new range for this year, the Italian company has made all 4 dry weather tyres softer, as well as reducing the differences between them. Last year they were using faster wearing tyres to tout races, and now they aim to make them even faster wearing than they were before. The 4 dry tyre choices will be identified by the same colour markings as in 2011. Red for super soft, yellow for soft, white for medium, and silver for hard, but the colours will be bolder to make them easier to see on television. The markings on the wet weather tyres have changed. The intermediates for use in damp conditions will have green markings and the wet tyres blue. Pirelli were widely praised for the impact their tyres made in 2011, but they thought they'd been a bit too cautious, so they've experimented a bit and gone even further. And Paul Hembury, who's the motorsport director, says we want a lower gap between compounds, with the slower tyre degrading slightly less. The teams will have to make a decision of which tyre to go with. I know Sam doesn't really follow Formula 1, but
no, not really.
What's your opinion on motor racing as a whole, Sam?
I suppose it's exciting to watch. You know, it's just so fast, you just like turn your head once and like, oh, I just missed it now. But
that's a good impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, don't worry, Sam. It's perfectly good. And obviously we heard last week that Bruno Senna has taken the second Williams seat ahead of Rubens Barrichello. It's for all the Barrichello fans that won't be so nice. The move means that 28-year-old has joined the team for which his uncle Ayrton died for in 1994. He was also preferred over Pastor Maldonado, and he said, "I feel very privileged Williams have selected me as one of their race drivers. The team has a great heritage, and I hope I can help write a good chapter in their history. The evaluation process has been intense and methodical. With the time I've spent in the factory has demonstrated the team has great people and all the resources needed to achieve better things this season. It'll be very interesting to drive for a team that my uncle has driven for, particularly as quite a few of the people here actually worked with Ayrton. Hopefully we can bring back some memories." And lastly, before we speak, we're going to speak in between this and the quiz. We're going to talk quickly about the championship games coming up after the next few songs. We're just going to end with one other sport this morning, and that's the cricket, and we may sum up the African Cup of Nations later as well.
Yeah, a little brief.
Senegal, as you know, have lost 3 games in a row.
Terrible.
Even Demba Ba played again last night.
Yeah, Demba Ba and Papa Cisse.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not sure Cisse played yesterday, but Ba did. So, yeah. There was a guy called Camara up front, not Henri Camara.
Oh, a different one, yeah.
Pakistan, after our dreadful defeat, we got a total of 299. Or was it 199? I think. Yeah. In that test, so we collapsed the other day. Before the next test, Andy Flower, he picks the team, the cricket team, the team decision maker almost. Has said he was not afraid to drop batsmen for their third Pakistan test after their latest abject showing against spin bowling. We were bowled out for 72 in the second innings, as we lost the second test and the series. There are some familiar mistakes and we need our batsmen to learn very quickly, he said. We must pick what we think is the best 11 to win the game. If that means making the odd change here and there, then we won't be afraid to do it. We enjoyed the better of the first 3 days in Abu Dhabi, where it's being played, of course, was being played, before imploding on Saturday afternoon and being set a modest 145 to win. And we couldn't get 145, we collapsed on 72. As I said earlier. Let's just pause that for a bit. Of course, we went into that innings wanting to be as provocative and aggressive as possible. We didn't deliver it at all, he said. We didn't put them under any pressure, and we allowed their bowlers to bowl at us. You can't escape the fact. With 19 of their 20 wickets in the game falling to Pakistan's trio of spinners, Flower admitted England have a problem, and this obviously is, as I said, Andy Flower. We need to solve ahead of the third test in Dubai, he says. And we've obviously got the test series in Sri Lanka and India later this year. With any issue you have in any facet of your life, the first step towards dealing with it is an acceptance that there is an issue, and we can't get away from that. We have another test coming up, and then 1 days and a couple of 2020s. These issues are not going to disappear. We have got to face them front on. The footwork of England's batsmen was all over the place. This is the analysis of Jonathan Agnew on the radio. And it's clear some of them have no confidence when it comes to playing spin in very hot conditions. Yet, safe to say that our cricket team let us down against Pakistan. However, Sam, I know you don't follow it brilliantly, but I think we did pretty well last summer. It's just we've tailed off the end of last year, beginning of this year, I think, really.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Do you think we've got a good cricket team? I don't know, you don't watch it. It expands slightly.
Yeah, well, what I've heard, we're supposed to be one of the best teams in the world.
We were. After last summer, we beat not Pakistan, we beat India.
Yeah.
Very convincingly in all 5 tests. India were appalling. I don't think they were quite used to the more milder conditions, but